Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back, boys and girls, my crypto family and friends. I hope you guys are doing all right. Beautiful day outside. Daylight savings kicked in a few days ago. It's a blast to have longer days because, I don't wake up early. I don't care about having more light in the morning. For me, it's all about the rest of the day. It's not that I sleep in that long, but, even if you wake up at 9 or at 10, it's pretty late already. So yeah, I don't care about the early hours in the morning, and I hope you guys are enjoying those times just as well. Now, the Bitcoin chart has been evolving slowly but surely, and there are a few lines that on this entire structure are completely unnecessary, so we're going to remove this. We are also going to re-evaluate all these levels, see if all these levels matter or have changed, and then we will try to come to a conclusion, maybe spot some levels, some breakout trades, put possibilities and stuff. But yeah, we're gonna see all this right after the intro. If you want to join us on this marvelous adventure, then I suggest you sit back, take something to drink, and enjoy the ride. Yeah. Welcome back. All right. So, like I said, a few of these lines here on the chart are completely obsolete. And I'm talking about this downwards channel. This one, I don't think it really matters anymore. Oh, scratch that. Scratch that. Maybe I'm going to leave the upper one, but I'm just going to make it more thin or thinner because it's just going to be like a reference line. Maybe also make it a little bit more see-through so that it doesn't really show up that strongly. And this one also removed, and then okay, we are stuck with the rest of the analysis. Now, why have I done this? As you can see, if you can see this, we are forming a rising triangle. And as you guys know, usually rising triangles have a bigger potential or are more likely to break to the upsides, because that just means that the low is being bought up more and more aggressively. And we're going to reset this to the normal color. Well, maybe we're going to make it green and maybe a little thicker as well, just like this, so that we see it very clearly. Now this one also, I'm gonna make it a little bit thicker so that you know that actually this is one formation, all the rest is actually background. Okay, now why do I think that this is a strong formation? Because like I said, there is a ceiling that has been tested a few times already, and if the price knocks enough on that resistance line, eventually it's going to break. Okay, and the lows being bought up higher and higher is also a show of strength, that the bulls are actually stepping in earlier and earlier on the rebound. So potentially we might see a breakout coming in the maybe tomorrow, maybe over the weekend, because that would be extremely cool, because we all know that weekends either are extremely boring or extremely volatile. And this would be really interesting to see this happen over the weekend, see how high the price can break out. But of course, we need to respect this formation. So this will be your first line of your first point of interest that you should be looking at. So the first parameter would be this this range over here. Now for the upside, we also still have a little bit of a range that needs to be broken in order to confirm a continuation pattern, and this would be this area over here on the RSI and the price action. So we're gonna measure this off. And on the RSI, we're reading 70.24. Let's do 70.2. Saint Elmo, hello, my friend. How are you doing? Hope you're doing all right. It's been a while. It's been a while. I know I skipped last Sunday, but I didn't expect people to how should I say it, to react this strongly to it, you know. I'm really sorry about that. You know, I really needed to have some time off. um oh, you've been working. Oh, Jesus. Yeah, indeed, sun is out again, huh? That's yeah, it's a blessing. You know, we have to see it as a blessing. It's actually really nice to see some rays. I've been doing some work outside as well, trying to take some time off and spending some time with the family, especially during these boring markets. You know, it's a perfect time just to sit back and enjoy the ride. Um, you grabbed a load of GRT yesterday and some ADA. Yeah. Well, actually, you know, altcoin markets are looking really green. I looked at it earlier, and you're right. You know, altcoin markets could be going through the cycle. So this area, this big fat line, I'm gonna put it down a little bit lower, because as you can see, it's been tested here, retested here with the wick. So I think this could be a major turnaround key, or a key area for continuation. Just so you know, if price goes up into this green box and rejects it in the upper area, then I wouldn't really worry too much. I think at worst it will just be a retest of the low area and then slowly breaking out to the top. That's what I would be expecting. Oops, what have I done? What have I done? Jesus. I'm worse than a 5-year-old with crayons. It's Jesus Christ. So let's draw this line further out like this, and let's draw this out over here as well. Good, good. I think I like it. I think I likes it. Now, what else do we have? This local low, do we want to look at it? Actually, it's completely pointless. I think we're gonna have to look at this one, and probably, I think I would even prefer to look at it on a 3-hour chart, just to have a little bit more. Oh, I'm stupid. This is I'm stupid. This was the 4-hour chart. So yeah, on the 1-hour chart, this actually still looks like a relevant area. So you know what? We're gonna measure it out anyway, and we'll see what it brings. We got 39 on the RSI, 39.07. So let's make it 39.1. Okay, let's be generous and round it off to the top area. And this would, okay, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. This would actually have a range to the upside at 58,360, something like this. Okay, that's actually not bad, because basically it just confirms what I've been saying. Possibly a retest of the low range of the rising triangle, and that would only confirm like more bullishness. So this is actually really nice. And this also like this, and then it's lined up and beautiful, and this needs to be 1 pixel large. All right. All right, cool. Let's go over to the 3-hour chart, shall we? Now for the 3-hour chart, I'm going to focus on this area, and then the 5-hour chart, I'm going to look at this area. And then maybe we're going to look at the 10-hour chart and see if it confirms or whether it is a little bit more in line with what we see or with another story. You know, you never know. Let's do it. So this one here is at 47.7, 48. Let's do 47.8. Let's just round it off to the top. 47.8. And oh my god, we get 58,100. Jesus Lord. This is crazy. This is crazy, crazy bull. Now I'm wondering how I'm going to mark this area off without because let's just smack in. Wow. Honestly, I don't think we're even gonna reach this low. Yeah, what a mess I'm making here, guys. What a mess. Maybe we should be looking at the 5-hour chart. Maybe this would be, it would be a little bit more of a strong read. Potentially, if there is a breakdown, this could be an area for support, for a first support, a first bounce. And why do I say this? I'll show you on the 3-hour chart a little bit later. Let me just do this first. So 52.2. 0.2, yeah, 52.2 and 8070. Doesn't change it. It doesn't change a goddamn thing. Like a little bit. Okay, okay, good enough. Good enough works for me. If all the time frames are in agreement on this area, then who am I to overrule this? You know. Obviously, the time frames, the 1 hour, 3 hour, and the 5 hour, see the same thing. So yeah, let's stick to it. Now, on the low end, we do have 31.4. Yeah, 31.4. Let's do it. 31.4. And this gives us a almost 55,000. Oh my god. This is madness. It's straight up madness that Bitcoin looks so bullish. Well, I love it, you know. It's beautiful. Very, very sexy. 140 I did, right? Hey, there we go. There we go. There we go. Now, what's the plan, boys and girls? What's the plan? The plan is to mess up the chart and then having to start over again. No, no, no. Going to set this back over here. Okay. And this one, we're gonna make this one yellow so that you see that this is an area of resistance that needs to get broken. And yeah, beautiful, 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 beautiful. So potentially, we could see some uptrend. We could see some uptrend for as long as the Bitcoin chart does respect this rising triangle. I hope you still see the triangle. After all my scribbling and stuff, tell me if it's not clear enough. Maybe I need to take another color. Maybe just move over with red. Maybe red is gonna be better. Let's make it red so that we see it much better, much more clearly. Yeah, it doesn't make a lot of difference. Tell me if you have a problem seeing it. Okay, so as long as we respect this red rising triangle, things are looking really good, and we should be expecting a breakout to the upside, continuation, and all that good stuff. Of course, if this triangle breaks, then of course we are going to see a little bit of downside, and potentially first a few bounces, but there is a big but, because here on the 1 hour chart we have already been forming like a bearish divergence here, first strike, second strike, and usually that's there's three highs with two lower highs. So 1, 2, 3, two lower highs, plus the start, that's 3 points. Then we have here one higher high and another higher high. And then what happened? Bam, RSI started correcting to the downside on the 1 hour chart. So it's still there. Potentially, we still could be seeing the price come down. And where will it come down? Of course, first area would be somewhere around the 58,000. Coming from here, this would not be a bad thing, because it would be easily resolved, especially if it happens before midnight. Would be really nice, would be resolved, and then just continuation further to the upside, everything good and cool. But eventually, if we get behind 5 in the morning and price starts to trickle down, then potentially I think we would be going down to the 56,000 area. And why do I take this area? It's not just arbitrarily. It's because, number one, there is a big volume node, and it lines up over here with the upper piece of the channel we were in, that could become an area of support. So also, we would be making a bullish divergence on the 3 hour chart with this area over here. And, and of course, we would already be making on the 1 hour chart a full-on bullish divergence with all the lower areas that there are. So this could be a strong case for an area for support if the price trickles down. Then, of course, if it goes even lower, then yeah, it's not looking really good if it breaks lower, because what kind of support is there? There could be some support over here on this node, but I think eventually we're just gonna come down to the lower area, and this would be the 51,000. Okay, so boys and girls, be very careful. Don't celebrate too much just yet. If I were you and you're not in a trading position just yet, then I would just wait for the breakout to be confirmed and then jump on this one. It doesn't matter that you're missing a couple of thousands, because if this happens over the weekend, then potentially we are going to see real higher highs. And when I'm talking about real higher highs, let me take the Fibonacci retracement tool from here to here. Potentially area number one, $66,000. Area number two would be sitting somewhere at about $75,000. Okay, so these are very large ranges, and if it happens over the weekend, we all know how volatile weekends can be. So yeah, hold your horses. Don't jump the gun too quickly. If you really want to take a chance, then maybe you could just enter a small short and then set your stop losses and a conditional long just above it. so that, you know, either way, which way it goes, you're hedged. And at worst, you're just gonna be a little bit at loss and then big profit, or you're just gonna take the way down, the elevator down, and be in profit. So there are different ways that you could play such a setup, such a scenario. Of course, yeah, it's always better to wait for a little bit of a push up to try and take a short. Don't be too greedy so that you don't get liquidated and lose like half your portfolio. That would be really, really stupid. But yeah, there are some ways that you can set up and risk manage your position here. There is a chance that we are going down. There is a chance. So if I would take a little setup, I would do it like this. I would start looking for a short entry, set a stop loss, and then right here above at 60,100 or something, maybe set my stop loss at 60,100 and take the breakout from 61,200 or so, you know. Once price broke above the red line, it could still come down, but that would just be your opportunity to enter a long position. So this is why I would set my stop loss just a little bit above the upper range over here and not all the way above the yellow box. I think this is completely pointless. Then this area over here, honestly, it serves no more purpose because you know, if we break out of this formation, then there is going to be continuation. It's not going to be stopped because the all-time high here is not a resistance area. It's just an area of high liquidity, of high volatility. And once momentum kicks in, especially during the weekend, I think this could be very, very strong. But then again, you know, if price starts to reach below and we break the levels, we reject all the potential divergences that there are, then yeah, it's gonna go down really hard. But you know, in all fairness, I don't think that it's going to break down this hard to the downside just yet, because number one, look at how large those areas are for potential divergence. There are some nice candidates for support, especially here at the 56,000 area, allowing at least for a little bit of a breather and then maybe making another formation to the upside. But anyhow, if I would be holding on to a long, if it starts to come down, you know, yeah, at least risk manage your long position if you took a long. Meaning that, yeah, where would you put your stop loss for a long? It depends. It depends where you have your entry. If you have a very low entry, then, you know, I wouldn't even bother taking a stop loss, because you could see it break down. It would bounce at least over here at the 56,000, and then once it comes back up, this would be your signal to exit, and then you can rinse and repeat and start all over again. Okay, so don't worry about this. Now, yeah, I have no idea who's playing with their phones again here, but yeah, the upload is degrading completely. I think somebody is playing again. But in all fairness, it's all good. Hello, honey. Hey, could you please be a dear and check who is uploading videos or uploading stuff during the live stream? Because I think there is something going on. The upstream is completely shit. So yes, you are my secret agent, and you are going to figure this out for me. Will you, baby? Thank you. Yeah, maybe it's one of the kids. You know, kids love to play TikTok. Huh? It's I don't know. I don't know. But yeah, anyway, I'm rounding off anyway. So guys, boys and girls, I hope that this is helpful. I hope you will be able to make some really, really nice trades and nice deals on everything. By the way, tomorrow I will be working, and I will be working for a few weeks. So I think there will be some days where I will be logging in quite later, but I will make the announcement on YouTube every morning, checking the times that I will work, so that that you guys know what is happening. All right. So now to round it off, let's look at the Bitcoin dominance chart. And what do we see? Oh my God, the Bitcoin dominance took a dive to the downside, completely broke through the support line. And this is what we are seeing right now also with the altcoins. Every altcoin with the Bitcoin, with the BTC pairing is the BTC pairing is rising. Every altcoin with the BTC pairing is on the rise up. So great news for altcoins, worse news for Bitcoin. But yeah, this also confirms my my concern for potentially seeing this entire thing not hold and go down for lower lows after all. So yeah, it is perfectly possible. Now let's have a look at the dollar, because what are we? We are Thursday today, tomorrow is Friday. And how is the dollar going to close? On the 1 hour chart, we see already potential divergences coming down all the way till here, till this area. So the dollar on the short term looks very strong. Let's look at the 5 hour chart. 5 hour chart doesn't look that strong, but already potential bullish divergence building up again with this area. I think the dollar is just going to take a little bit of a snooze, and after that, I think we are going to see continuation in on the Dixie. So yeah, beautiful. Let's look at traditional markets. And like I said yesterday, traditional markets, they could go up if the dollar comes down and takes a little bit of a snooze. Now is the question, is it going to be enough to close a candle and to confirm a potential continuation? In all fairness, it does. It does look like the traditional markets, E-mini futures and the ESP 500 are going to be going to confirm a continuation. This candle is still running for 1 hour, so yeah, potentially it could be there. So yeah, let's see who will be the winner. Of course, you know, dollar going down, it's also good for Bitcoin, because yeah, people lose faith in their money and they want to keep their value. They want to go into rising assets. So yeah, very exciting 24 hours to come. Tomorrow we will know more, and I hope to hear stories of success from you, success or failure. Just yeah, let me know what has happened and what you have done. And I think this is it for the video so far. So I'm going to wrap this up, boys and girls. I thank you very much for watching. Remember, hit those likes. There's 4 viewers watching live, 0 likes. Come on, guys. I thought you enjoyed this show. 7 people watching the playbacks. Come on, guys. Don't watch the playbacks. Come to the live portion. It's so much more fun when you're able to talk, when we are able to have a live conversation going on. So yeah, tomorrow I hope to see you guys. Potentially it's going to be a little bit later, but I will do the announcement. So double the reason to hit that subscribe, hit the bell notification, turn on all notifications that there are, so that you know exactly when I announce to come live, and I will see you guys tomorrow. Same channel, potentially different time, but it's gonna be the same chart. So yeah, same chart, same channel. I will see you guys tomorrow. Thank you very much. I wish you the best of the best, much of profit and mucho money in your pockets. Thank you very much.